Morning, guys and gals. Froggy here. As is often the case, I got a little bit into this project before I realized that I should probably be filming this for you guys and gals so you can learn how to do this. Anyway, long story short, I found water in the on the garage floor next to the water heater tank. So, all right, obviously something is leaking water heater tank. This is a tray underneath there that catches water so that it doesn't damage your property, and it did its job okay. And the tray has a little outlet to it, and that outlet is what was dripping on the garage floor and had a trail going out that way. Anyway, now it's got a bucket underneath there because this is still filled with about, I don't know, 75 gallons of water, whatever that size is. Anyway, I put a hose on over there. I'm pointing to it. That's a drain for the tank. And back in the old days, they used to tell you to drain these tanks every 2 or 3 years to get some residue out of the bottom of that. It doesn't even look like it's meant to be drained very much anymore. You know, everything is a throwaway these days. But there is still that little bit of a drain there, so I put the drain on there and I'm draining the tank. Just there's a screw, just a screw valve to open up there. Doesn't look like a real garden spigot valve or anything like that. You need a little bit of a screwdriver to get in there. So anyway, draining the tank, found the leak. Here's where it is. And it was not the tank itself, but it was a connection. That's the cold water connection right there. It's shut off. You see that little yellow valve? It's shut off, but that's the cold water connection. Cold water goes in, hot water comes out. I'm not going to get into how a hot water tank works, okay? You can Google that or look at some other video. But what I'm doing is I'm removing that 18-inch piece of copper bendable pipe, and I'm going to get a new one there, and I'm going to clean up those threads that are on the pipe that's this way. That pipe right above the head of my wrench with the black threads on it, that's the cold water inlet pipe for the tank. So I'm going to clean those threads, get a new piece of bendable pipe, remove it at that other end there, and put some thread sealer on it, and I think they'll be back in business. Okay? So off to the store to get one of those lengths of bendable pipe. I'll be back. Oh, well, part of this was I had to take this insulation off. Maybe I didn't even actually have to take the insulation off, but I was trying to look along the back of the tank with an inspection mirror to see if there was anything back there, and the answer was no. It was just all at the top there. But I'm going to put a new piece of insulation on there, I think. Okay, make sure you clean this up real good. I used a wire brush. I'm going to use pipe sealant. Some people use Teflon. I think pipe sealant is a better thing than Teflon. I took some emery cloth, like 1200 grit, and I smoothed this surface out. That's going to connect to the gasket in there. See the gasket in there? God. It seems to me it should be a better connection than that gasket, but what do I know? I don't engineer these things. I just fix them. So anyway, make sure that surface to surface is clean, and also here, this surface to surface, make sure it's clean. Okay, let's put that connection on. All right, that's how much pipe dope I put on there, just so you know. Yeah, I guess I'll put a little bit on that one too, about the same. I'm going to show you something. This is the shorter one that I thought was going to work, but I don't like the bend in that. It's going to bend that curve and close off the water flow. So I'm going to take this off and put the long one in there. Okay, I got it tight, and the long one still has a restriction in this bend, but it's not as much as the short one, so I'm going to go with this one. I tried to bend this here and here to remove this angle of this curve as best as I can. I turn the water on a little bit. I can hear it flowing. You hear it dropping into the tank. So I know it's flowing water. It's not like, you know, a garden hose where you crimp it shut and you shut off the water. So it is flowing. I don't know exactly what the construction is inside here. Some kind of a flexible core. Anybody knows what that is or can give me a link, that would be cool. I like to learn about things. Anyway, I'm going to open this up a little bit more. I'm going to open up a hot water faucet inside the house. I'm going to close the drain down there that I showed you before, and we're going to fill this up, and once it's filled, we're going to fire it off and see if we got hot water. We won't know if there's any leaks until we've got pressure in the tank, obviously. I had one little drop coming from here, so I tightened it up maybe 5 degrees, and it stopped. Okay, don't over tighten, don't under tighten. There's no torque spec. It's wide open now. I closed that drain down there. I did not replace the anode, which I think is under there, but that's going to be another job. Now I want to go inside and see if I've got hot water, if I've got flow, and if I've got flow, then I'm going to turn the gas on. See, that's cold water flow. I mean, it's the hot water setting. So I think the tank is full, or pretty darn near full. I gotta fire it off. See if we've got a flame. Don't forget to put your exhaust back on top. You're gonna have a gas flame burning there. You don't want to fill up your house with fumes. Important step here. Now let's light it. I still have dripping here because it's just residual in this pan here. So don't worry about that. All right, so I never did turn this pilot off. I went to pilot position, off. Sorry, a little out of frame there. Off, I don't even know how you get there. I thought you push it in and go off, but that didn't seem to work. Anyway, I'm going to turn it on. Did you hear that? That was the sound of the flame igniting. I don't know if I can show you. There's a view window. I don't know if I can show you a view of the flame. I can see it. Oops, sorry, I got the camera there. You can see it. Alright, so we've got a flame, and we're heating up 75 gallons of water. I never did see what the size of this tank was on it anywhere. Gotta be on here somewhere. Capacity, 50 gallons. Okay, there it is, right in the middle of your screen. That's a 50-gallon tank. Okay? So for a family of like, I don't know, it's 2 of us now, but maybe for as much as 6 family, 50-gallon tank, I guess. Okay, so I think this is going to work. I'm going to give you a chance to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment. That all helps my channel grow. And if you give me a thumbs up if you like it, be safe, have fun. Froggy out. Bye-bye. One more thing, put your earthquake straps back on, and if you want to put insulation on there. This insulation got a little wet, so I'm going to throw it away, and I may or may not put some more insulation back on there. It's going to be a different video. Okay? Let's go, Brandon.